We now return to Let's Play Conan Exiles. Okay, so today I'm going to do a few things. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to go make the Scourge Stone. Lookout Point, I guess it's Lookout Point. I wish I could rename these so that I can know better. Probably should have brought my horse, but, you know, just a distraction right now. We're going to go to the temple. I have removed quite a bit of stuff. You know, all the material I would need for like a Wheel of Pain or a sacrificing altar. I think we're a little bit beyond that right now. I don't really see a reason to be getting more thralls. I'm pretty happy with the 4 that I've got. Not least because they're all maxed out. It might have better stats if I got, you know, someone from over here. Like that guy on the island back there might actually have higher stats maxed out, but not really in the mood to try that one out. Leave me alone. I don't have the stamina to run away. Is the one downside to those teleport pads. There are mods. I mean, you know, playing solo, obviously, you just do admin teleport. Aside from the fact that it makes me now teleport in the air half the time, which is not helpful. Holy crap, what was that? A bit of a lag spike there. You know, you don't need teleport pads. But if you wanted an in-game thing, especially if you're doing like a multiplayer server, there is a mod. It's actually kind of an old mod that puts in teleport statues, and I think now it's actually just, oh Jesus, now it's just well, basically teleport pads, but they don't have stuff like this going on. Fine. So they don't penalize you. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that the teleport pads penalize you, because that makes sense, you know, with the whole sorcery deal. The magic with cost is a nice theme, especially for sword and sorcery. But it's damn big. Like, it's big. It's a huge, huge hit. All right, Petruzzo.
A mad fool went wandering in a sandstorm.
Part
Eventually,
of the sands for the pieces that I have.
You mad fool!
Actually, let me
What are you
check real
doing in
quick.
this sandstorm? The mad fool replied.
Okay, they don't have actual...
Look out! It's that mad person again.
Yeah. And just like that.
Poor fool. I don't expect him to survive long.
Just like that. We have the Scourge Stone. Using the power of Dagon. Priest of Dagon, this guy. I guess you can see it in the eyes, maybe. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to get everybody, and we're going to go try the dungeon to get the Jebel Sag religion. So we should be able to do that. I'm hopeful there's going to be a weapon for me. I really hate that. I hate how quickly I've gone through my weaponry here. just doesn't seem right. There's another one up there. A horse would have been a good idea. I still think you should have been able to summon without having to have the summoning stone, summoning circle. But I guess that would be one thing. It would kind of, I guess, break the in-world sorcery thing, and two, it would be super overpowered if you could just summon in allies. But there is, or was, I don't care for that lag spike, a different type of sorcery, and I thought we picked it up, that allows you to summon, well, allowed you to summon skeletons and zombie hyenas. Maybe it doesn't exist anymore because they changed everything. It's something that would have been available on the, I don't even know where my rock is right now. Available in the alchemist bench. Eventually I'm going to have to come in here and finish my tower. I don't actually think this tower is finished either. I built this once before a long time ago, but I think I've done it wrong. I think it actually has another ring out here, that these don't have these rounded corners but sharp corners, because this looks kind of squat. And I guess if all it is going to be a teleport pad, then fine. But you know, we gotta come back out this way eventually. Chaos Math. So that we can do the Dagon dungeon. Alright. So we got that. Over here. I was trying to remember where I'm keeping all this stuff. Okay. So we got our 5 pieces. I'm pretty sure there's 7 pieces. Oh yeah, let's use our black war paint because that's worn off. Oh yeah, we've also got the key to Rasman's quarters. Alright, let's go do that real quick. Not least of which, because I also want to go... I guess it's West Wall. I want to go change my spawn point to a more defensible location, which could be the island, actually. But this is a pretty good one, so we'll just go here. Set the spawn point. Actually, that's not a bad spawn point if we're going to be attacking this, although this is technically closer. Oh, whatever. I think we'll survive. We've survived quite a bit so far. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Rasma. Let's go complete this storyline. We'll just poke our heads up here just to see it. Got a couple things up here. I believe alchemists hang out up here, if you were so inclined. Maybe not. Somewhere they do. Over here? I don't think those are standard colored pants. Anyway, there's a blacksmith there. Yeah, here we go. Alchemists. So if you need a couple alchemists, they're over here, and you only got to fight a couple people. Get them, so... In fact, you might even be able to pull it off without having to deal with anybody. And another white rabbit. Probably shouldn't be jumping off of things with as little health as I've got. I need that corruption to go away. Are you going to be aggressive this time? Gotta be wary of that. I don't know why we got attacked last time we came through this way. It's kind of bullshit, actually. Carpenter. Yeah, I definitely should have been using my horse's stamina to take off on this. Alright. I got Rasman's key in my pocket. And you're clipping through the floor.
I wanted to thank you. The woman that you met in those ruins, that was not me. She was ancient and wicked and powerful. You almost killed me in that city. I cannot begrudge you that. Such a terrible, awesome creation. While I wore the mask, I was somebody else. I was something else. Such power and knowledge. I stood on an island in a vast ocean. I could see across the water in every direction. And that ocean was time. I am sorry. It is difficult to describe. All I have are fragments. Her memories evaporate from my mind like mists above the oasis. If you have questions, you must ask them quickly. My mind is leaking, purging itself of all traces of that woman. She knew so much about these bracelets we wear, about the giant kings and the ancient war, about the darkness that lurks in the volcano, and... Just ask, friend, before I lose the nerve to speak. The bracelets, she made them together with the giant kings. The bracelets were imbued with the power of 7 artifacts. The Witch Queen's mask, the diadem of the giant kings, the tears of 2 races, the shining trapezahedron, the star of the champion, the heart of the sands, and the black ring of Set. The bracelets were created to translate any language for the wearer, to allow swift movement around the Empire, and to allow communication and recording through the lore stones. It was only later, when the war began, that the Queen suspected that the Giant Kings had included a death weave in the sorcery. Any who tried to flee their control were simply killed by the curse wall. Her people, the Lemurians, were the remnant of a desperate race. Her memories before the exiled lands are vague and confused. Flashes of an island kingdom, sinking as the world heaves. A people being subjugated with fire and sorcery. An escape, and a long, treacherous journey into the West. I'm sorry, it's fading so quickly. I remember a daughter, Telleth, and a great betrayal. And a grandchild. She was a mother and a grandmother. She knew what it was to be a slave, and didn't want that for any of her people. She would stop at nothing to prevent it from happening again. Can you blame her?
I mean, this is a great story, but you really ought to have some lights on in here.
Her mind shies away from 2 things. Her grandchild, and what her people found in the volcano. Her grandchild was not truly human. Zoltar? He was a hostage, or something else. I'm sorry. For her, these memories were laden with emotion. I see a beloved daughter, and a hated foe, and a child that brings hope. It is so very unclear. As for what her people discovered at the volcano, horror, anger, and disgust, and fear. This is the only memory where the Witch Queen of Lemuria felt fear. I truly don't know what I will do now that I have my freedom. Conan has offered to accompany me north, back to my home city in Shem. My palace awaits me, and the pampered life of a princess of Shem. But my enemies, the ones who sent me here, they also await me there. Perhaps instead, I will travel with Conan a while, see the world by his side. He is formidable, yes, for a barbarian.
She's just thirsty. Okay.
You almost killed me in that city. How is your journey, friend?
Okay, we're done. Anything to, no, okay. So her saying that Shem is to the north, definitely puts us in Stygia, at least in an area of it. I'm gonna have to edit in that map I found at some point, so I can show where I think we are. Okay. Oh, my thing is glowing. Awesome. Well. So I've got the Eyes of Set. It does me no good, really, to have it. I've already learned the religion, so using it doesn't do anything. And we've already maxed out the Durketo Shrine, so... And I don't think I can sacrifice it at the altar over here, because they're an artifact of Set, of course. So, gonna have to make another temple somewhere. Could do one to Yogg, actually. Eventually, I would like to summon somebody, but that is going to require me finding a named priest, and that is not easy to do. With the exception of where I know one is, which would be Nunu's sister, which would be appropriate if we were going to go that route with Yogg. But there's also, RNG for whether she'll spawn or not. So that is something else. Hold on. What the hell? I don't know what the lag spikes are about. You know what, I'll take it. I'll put all the artifacts together in this place. I think before the very, very, very end of the series here, I'll end up splitting everything. Like, I'll make an actual home base and keep everything in one location. I mean, mostly just for me. Heart of a Nordheimer, right. So if we actually learned the Ymir religion, that would probably be useful there. Okay, well, I think we can go now. Do I have a secondary weapon just in case? Not really. Let's go pick one up. I don't think I'll run out of stuff on my weapon here. Okay, that's still pretty good. But you never know. Better close that just so that my bartender doesn't die. Alright. Ah, man. We lost the Dancer. We lost the Great Wolf, which is a rare drop. It was a really, really bad invasion. Alright, here we go. I think we're gonna have to go... I might be able to break there. Then again, that kind of looks like cliffside. I think that might be cliffside. So look. but I don't think it's an easy way down. Of course, with the power of teleportation, it doesn't really matter. There's a boss pig right there. Could go just a little bit further if I wanted. What the hell, man? Yeah, this looks like a dead end. That's what I thought. Be a way through there. I'm out of stamina. I'm out of horse stamina. Alright. Well, no, I don't think this does it either, actually. I think this is another platform. Okay. Well, game is completely frozen. Excellent.